Welcome everyone to our presentation on leading and managing people. My name is Reena, and today we are working to develop an understanding of how employees are motivated. Now, the central idea of this unit is to help you develop knowledge and understanding of the concepts, principles, and the skills that are needed to lead and manage people. In this LO, we will focus on developing an understanding of how employees are motivated. Employee motivation is a crucial factor in achieving organizational success, and understanding how to motivate employees requires exploring several motivational theories and techniques. We will see key motivational theories such as Maslow's hierarchy of need, Herzberg's two-factor theory, McGregor's theory X and Y, and many other theories that provide an insight into what drives an individual in the workplace. These theories have been propounded by prominent figures like Abraham Maslow, Frederick Herzberg, Douglas McGregor, and they emphasize on the importance of addressing both intrinsic and extrinsic needs of the employees. We will also see common motivational techniques that have been used by the employers, like providing them with some kind of a competitive compensation, recognizing their achievements, providing them with opportunities for growth and development, and fostering overall a very positive work environment. If you try to understand the impact of these techniques on employees, you'll see that the impact is profound because it leads to an increased job satisfaction, which leads to higher productivity and overall stronger commitment to the organization. We can safely assume that the employee motivation is driven by a personal satisfaction and an enjoyment of the work itself. Employees who are intrinsically motivated, they feel a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction from their work. If an organization is able to align its motivational strategies with the employees' needs and values, the employers can create more engaged and motivated workforce. Now, let's take a look at the unit specifications. So now in this LO, we are going to see two tasks. One is the past task, that is 4.1, which is requiring you to explain the key motivational theories, and a distinction task 41 that asks you to evaluate how employees are motivated in a specific organization. This is more like a practical application of your theoretical knowledge. During the course of this discussion, we are going to cover key motivational theories, the impact of these motivational theories on the employers, common motivational techniques used by the employers, some examples of the motivational techniques, who are the key proponents of these different motivational theories, and the impact of the motivational techniques on employees. And we will also evaluate how these employees are motivated in a specific organization. Here is a short video on the same topic for you to familiarize yourself with the concept of leadership, management, and how these different motivational techniques are helping the leadership and management. Before we go to LO4, let us recap the learning of LO3. Now, during LO3, we learned that leadership and management is important in developing employee strength across different work environments. Leaders who focus on developing their team members' strength, they try to create an organization or a work environment where employees are empowered. They feel valued and they are motivated. Ultimately, what it is doing is that it is driving both the personal growth of the employee as well as organizational growth. The management approach towards supporting the employee development is through providing them with clear goals, providing them with the tools and the techniques and the resources required to accomplish that task, and providing them continuous feedback so that overall their strengths are enhanced. And this all leads to the organizational success. And we also learned that during the remote working setup, the supportive leaders, they provide, flexibility of working hours. There is a clear line of communication, and there is an inherent trust that the person is not wasting their time, but rather using the time in a way which suits best for his or her working conditions. While managers provide the necessary tools, technology, and structure to maintain the productivity and They make sure that the connection is always there between the organization and the remote working employee. Whereas in a team setting environment, leaders, they foster collaboration. Because here you have a setup where a lot of people are working together. There may be conflicts, inherent conflicts will be there. So it's the job of the leader to ensure that there is a continuous collaboration and a camaraderie between the people, while the managers, they facilitate the resource allocation. And then we also look at the impact of the ineffective leadership in terms of, there is a low employee morale, there is a diminished productivity, and overall the downfall of the organization. So now AC 4.1 requires you to explain key motivational theories. Employee motivation, before we understand this topic, it is important for us to understand what exactly is employee motivation. So if I say employee motivation, what I'm meaning to say is, it refers to the level of the energy and the commitment and creativity that an employee is bringing to the organization or to their own work. Employee motivation is crucial for organizational success. As motivated employees, they are more productive, they are more engaged, they are innovative, they are creative, and they are committed to the roles for which they have been hired. Ultimately, this leads to better performance and achievement of the company goals. Higher level of motivation also reduces turnover or the churn of the employees, increased job satisfaction, and overall a positive work culture. Now let's discuss several foundational theories that provide insight into what drives people to perform and engage in their work. We will start with Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Here you can see it's a table which is providing you with a description of different motivational theories and who are their proponents. Here are the detailed explanation of these different theories. We are starting with the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The propounder of Maslow's hierarchy of need was Abraham Maslow. Now, Maslow's theory proposes that human needs is arranged in a hierarchical order. So the first need that needs to be fulfilled is the physiological need, your food, shelter, clothing, and then it goes on to safety, love and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization comes at the last. So according to Maslow, individuals, they are motivated to fulfill these needs in a sequential order, with the higher level needs becoming a priority only after their lower level needs have been satisfied. Now, an employer who understands or who understands how Maslow's theory of need work, they should ensure that the basic need of the employees, that is the fair wages or remuneration, a safe working environment, this is met before they are focusing on the higher level motivators like recognition and opportunities for personal growth. This holistic approach helps in creating a more satisfied and motivated workforce. Next, we have Herzberg two-factor theory, which was propounded by Frederick Herzberg. Now, Herzberg identified two sets of factors that is influencing employee motivation and satisfaction, and he named it as hygiene factors and motivators. So, what are hygiene factors? Hygiene factors are factors such as salary, job security, the working condition. What he meant to say was they may prevent dissatisfaction, but they will not necessarily increase the motivation. So they are not motivators, they are given conditions. Whereas motivators such as recognition, responsibility, and opportunity for advancement, these are the motivators that are going to directly enhance the motivation of the employee and create more job satisfaction. Now, for an employer, what does it imply? An employer who wants to effectively motivate its employees, they should focus on enhancing these motivators, the second part of the criteria, while ensuring that the hygiene factors are adequately addressed. So this means going beyond just offering the competitive pay and benefits, but actively also try to create opportunities for recognition and career development. So now coming to the McClellan's motivational theory is also known as theory of needs. Here, what's happening is that it is identifying three primary motivators that drives a human behavior. First is the need for achievement. Then you have the need for affiliation and the need for power. Now, according to McClelland, individuals are motivated by different needs depending on their personality and experience. Those who have a higher need for achievement, they seek challenging tasks and they desire to excel. While those with strong needs for affiliation, they value relationships and they prefer more collaborative environment. Individuals who are driven by the need of power, they are motivated by influence and more leadership roles. For employers, understanding these different motivational drivers is essential, because then they can tailor their management strategies in such a way, like assigning the challenging tasks to higher achievers, or creating a more teamwork, fostering a network, fostering an environment of teamwork for those who value affiliation, and then providing the leadership opportunities for those set of employees who are motivated by power. So this personalized approach can enhance the employee satisfaction, improve the performance, and align the individual goals with the organizational objectives. Then we have McGregor's theory X and theory Y, which is propounded by Douglas McGregor. Now, what he did was he proposed two contrasting views of human nature in the workplace, that is theory X and theory Y. Theory X assumes that employees are inherently lazy, they lack ambition, and they have to be micromanaged and closely supervised. In contrast, theory Y assumes that employees are self-motivated and they seek responsibility. And if you provide them with the right conditions, they can actually be creative. For an employer, what does it mean? That any employer who adopts a theory Y approach, they are more likely to create a more positive and productive work environment. By trusting the employees, you are empowering them with autonomy and you are encouraging more participation in decision making. Employers can enhance the motivation and engagement. Ultimately, it will lead to better performance and innovation. Then we have something called self-determination theory, which was propounded by Edward Deci and Richard Ryan. SDT posits that people are motivated by a desire to fulfill three basic psychological needs: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Now, when these needs are satisfied, you have provided your employees with certain level of autonomy where they are in a position to take decisions on their own. You are, believing in their competence, and there is a general sense of camaraderie among the people in the work environment. The individuals, they experience greater intrinsic motivation, which is the driving force or the guiding force for their engagement and satisfaction. Any employer who follows the SDT approach should design the work environment that provides opportunities to their employees to exercise autonomy. They are able to create, different competencies through skill development, and they are able to, create more meaningful relationships among them. By doing so, they can enhance the intrinsic motivation of the employee, which ultimately leads to reduced turnover and more job satisfaction. Then we have Victor Vroom's expectancy theory. Expectancy theory, this suggests that employee motivation is influenced by the expectation. There is a basic expectation in an employee that whatever effort he or she is putting in will lead to performance, and the performance will lead to the desired outcomes. This theory highlights the importance of providing the employee with the clear goals, appropriate rewards, and the belief that the hard work at the end of the day will be recognized and will be rewarded. So any employer should ensure that the employee understands the connection between their efforts and the rewards they will receive. There is a clear communication of expectations, which is coupled with fair and transparent reward system. And ultimately, it will enhance the motivation and the performance of the employee. Then we have Adams' equity theory, which was propounded by John Stacey Adams, wherein he focused on fairness and equity in the workplace. Here, employees are motivated when they perceive that input is equals to the output. That means effort, there's a certain relationship between effort and the reward in comparison to the others. Any kind of a perceived inequality in the workplace can also lead to demotivation and decreased productivity. Then we have Locke's goal setting theory that was propounded by Edwin Locke. This theory emphasizes the importance of setting specific challenging goals to motivate the employees. Now, according to this theory, clear goals and appropriate feedback, it increases employees' performance. The goals should be attainable, but at the same time, they should be challenging enough to push the employee beyond its comfort zone to perform at their best. So now understanding and applying these motivational theories will allow the employers to create strategies that cater to the diverse need of their employees. All employees are not similar. Somebody will be motivated. For somebody, the motivation may be salary. For somebody, the motivation may be, a chance to grow in their career opportunities. For somebody, it may be the environment in which they are working. There are diverse needs. These are the diverse needs of the employees. So an employer who's understanding these different motivational theories will be able to create an environment where all the employees, different diverse needs of the employees are met. If an employer is able to address both the intrinsic and the extrinsic factors by providing them with meaningful work or supportive environment, it can lead to increased, motivation, enhanced motivation, higher productivity, job satisfaction, and overall organizational commitment of the employee towards the organization. Now, let's take a look at some of the motivational techniques that are used by the employers. These techniques play an important role in enhancing the employee engagement, their productivity, and their job satisfaction. We will take a closer look at these different techniques, which are ranging from the financial incentives, recognition programs to career development opportunities and work-life balance initiatives. First and foremost, at the heart of the motivational technique is financial incentive. Now, financial incentives can take can be in the form of bonus. Sometimes employers, they provide monetary reward which is based on the individual's performance or overall company performance. For example, a sales team, they might receive a year-end bonus if they exceed their whatever sales target has been provided to them. Then financial incentive can also be in the form of profit sharing. Employees, they receive a share of the company's profit. Usually, you will find this in in the financial services domain, wherein there's a culture in the private equity, there's a culture in the family offices, in the fund management businesses, where the employees are given a certain share over and above the threshold of the returns that they are making. Again, there are commissions. Sometimes in sales role, the commission is provided to the employees upon the percentage of the sales that they are making. Second motivational technique is reward and recognition. Now, if you see reward and recognition, it can be in the shape of publicly recognizing an employee's hard work and achievement by featuring them in their monthly magazine, their picture, their description as an employee of the month. Or there may be a public acknowledgement, maybe the employee is recognized in the company meetings or the company newsletters, where it's a way of acknowledging their hard work or their commitment towards the organization. You can also provide them with career development opportunities, wherein training and development programs, like for example, a company may sponsor an employee to attend industry conferences or certifications. You can also pair the employee with more experienced colleagues or buddy up with them an experienced colleague to help them or to guide them in their career growth. And then, of course, you have promotions and career advancements in terms of providing them with opportunities for upward mobility within the organization, providing them with the chance to relocate into different country. So these are different motivational techniques that employers can use. Again, you have work-life balance initiatives. That's also one of the motivational technique, because during COVID, a lot of people understood that, you need to find that work-life balance, wherein the flexible working hours was, the importance of flexible working hours was understood. The importance of remote work options was understood. So now you can allow your employees to choose their own working hours within a say certain time range from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Somebody can, is an early riser, they can come at 8 o'clock. Somebody who has kids at home and they need that time for getting their kids ready to go to school can log in at 10 o'clock. So flexible working hours has become one of the motivational technique. Then you can permit your employees to work from home or work from any other location outside the office. Sometimes providing them with generous sick leave or the casual leaves or paid, it's like a paid time off to the employee. You are trusting your employee to manage their time off responsibly. This gives an employee a certain level of trust on the organization. Positive work environment where you are organizing events that are fostering teamwork and that are fostering camaraderie among the people by doing all these different team building exercises. Positive work environment is also created through open communication by encouraging transparent communication between employees and management. And then you can also support your promote a culture where employees are feeling valued and supported. So maybe somebody is going through a period of grief. You can provide them with grief counseling services or a stress management resources to them. Again, you have job enrichment as a motivational technique, where job enrichment basically means you are giving them different variety of tasks. You're allowing your employees to engage in different tasks to reduce the monotony. Sometimes, for example, a customer service representative, they might rotate between handling the phone calls, managing the live chat support, processing the email inquiry. So you're providing them a different variety of tasks. Increase their responsibility by giving them more control over how they complete their own tasks. Providing them with autonomy to make decisions about their own work processes. Then you have health and wellness programs also as a motivational technique. And this has become a very big thing post-COVID, wherein the organizations are providing gym facilities or fitness classes at their workplace. There may be a yoga class or, a gym where the employees can access these facilities before the office hours or after the office hours or during the lunch hours. Then you can offer your employees, free health screening, the annual health checkup, nutritional counseling, mindfulness workshops. And of course, you have your comprehensive health coverage as a part of the motivational technique. So now, by understanding and implementing this mix of intrinsic and extrinsic motivational strategies, the employers can create a positive work environment where the employees, they feel valued, they feel supported by their organization, and they are motivated to contribute their best efforts. This application of these techniques, motivational techniques, this not only boosts the individual and team performance, but also has a great role in retaining the top talent and creating a culture of continuous improvement within the organization. Now let's take a look at 4D1, that is, it requires you to evaluate how employees are motivated in a named organization. For the purpose of this distinction task, we can take a look at a different example than what is given in the presentation. So this way it will help you to have two examples to understand the concept better. Now here what we are going to do is that we are going to evaluate how employees are motivated within an organization like PepsiCo. This involves analyzing the strategies the company used to engage and inspire and retain its workforce. As you all know, PepsiCo is a global leader in the food and beverages industry, and they have implemented a range of motivational techniques to ensure that their employees remain productive, satisfied, and committed to the company's success. Now, we'll start with the first technique, that is providing them with diverse career development opportunities. PepsiCo places a strong emphasis on career development by providing the employees, several opportunities for professional growth. They have training programs, they have leadership development initiatives, and they provide something like cross-functional job rotations to help the employees build skills and advance in their careers. So they have something called PepsiCo University, which offers a wide range of online and in-person courses that are tailored to different levels within the organization. It allows the employees to continuously, develop their own competencies and prepare for the future roles. Another thing that is done is recognition and reward program. Now, PepsiCo recognizes the importance of acknowledging the employee's contribution. Company has implemented various recognition programs that celebrate individual achievement as well as the team achievement. So they have something called PepsiCo Chairman Award, which is given to the employees who are demonstrating outstanding performance and they are an embodiment of the company's values. So this type of recognition does not only boost morale, but it also reinforces positive behavior amongst others in the team and encourages an employee to strive for excellence. Another motivational technique that PepsiCo uses is health and wellness programs. They have understood the critical role that health and well-being plays in the employee motivation. They include different health and comprehensive health and wellness programs like access to fitness facilities, mental health support, wellness resources, and they are continuously encouraging their employees to adopt healthier lifestyles. By prioritizing this on the employee well-being, PepsiCo helps in reducing stress and burnout. So this contributes to a more engaged and motivated workforce. Another motivational technique is work-life balance initiative. Now, PepsiCo is committed to supporting work-life balance for its employees. They recognize that, there is a healthy balance between work and personal life. And this balance is essential for long-term motivation and job satisfaction. The company offers flexible working hours, remote work opportunities, and generous paid time off policies. During COVID-19 pandemic, PepsiCo enhanced its support for remote work, providing the employees with the resources they were needing to work effectively from their homes while maintaining their well-being. They have diversity and inclusion as a motivational technique where they promote diversity and inclusion as part of their corporate culture, which plays a significant role in motivating the employees. Again, PepsiCo offers competitive compensation packages that does not include salaries, but also bonuses, stock options, ESOPs and retirement plans. So these financial incentives, they align with the employees' interest and the company's long-term goals, and they are rewarded for their contribution. And they have comprehensive benefits in terms of healthcare, retirement plans, and tuition reimbursement of the children. They have also focused on sustainability and corporate social responsibility. This is a very unique, kind of a motivational technique because they are the organization is committed to sustainability and CSR initiative. It in turns motivates the employees. How it motivates employees? Because there are some employees who are socially very conscious and they take a certain pride in knowing that I'm working for an organization which is, so in sync with the nature or which is so focused on sustainability and CSR initiatives. They are focused on ethical business practices. So these things resonates with the employees and they value working for a socially responsible organization. A specific example of PepsiCo's motivational strategies in action can be seen in their Performance with Purpose initiative. This strategy aligned the company's business goals with the social and environmental responsibilities. Now, you can see that PepsiCo's approach to employee motivation is comprehensive and it is aligned with the individual goals and organizational goals. By offering a blend of competitive compensation and career development opportunities, recognizing their efforts and rewarding them. All this leads to strong commitment towards the organization. It cultivates a motivated and engaged workforce. These practices, they not only enhance the employee satisfaction and performance, but they also contribute towards an overall culture of innovation and responsibility. The end result is that PepsiCo is able to retain, attract, retain, and then empower the top talent. So ensuring that the company's success is maintained and their leadership is maintained in the global market. So now this brings us to the end of LO4. That's all we have on this LO. And I will see you in the next video where we will be discussing LO5, that is how to develop an understanding of how you as an individual can review your own leadership and management skills. And to summarize what we have covered in today's discussion, in our discussion today, we explored various aspects of business motivation, starting with a general introduction to how employees use different motivational techniques to enhance the employee engagement, their productivity, and their creativity and job satisfaction. We then summarized key motivational theories such as Maslow's hierarchy of needs, then Herzberg's two-factor theory, McGregor's theory X, theory Y, Bloom's expectancy theory, Locke's goal-setting theory, and who are the proponents of these different theories and their descriptions. Then next, we understood several motivational techniques that employers commonly use, like, financial incentives, recognition, rewards, career development opportunities, work-life balance initiatives, positive work environment. And then we took an example how these motivational techniques are implemented in a specific organization, like using PepsiCo as an example. Now, I hope you have been able to follow through with this discussion. This brings us to the end of this discussion. If you have any queries regarding this LO, you can always reach out to us at learnerwork@ukversity.co.uk. Thank you for your time.